I'm gonna come in and we'll wrap it up. Oh,
Maybe.
Julie, this is where I need you. Okay. I'm sorry, this almost did this. This is the mistake that I've made 2 or 3 times. My guy tells me I forget to zoom out. Move over a little bit to your left. There you go. And I'm gonna come a little bit more because I think as I come in closer, we get brighter. Let me know if I can come in the photo. I'll be close by. We good?
Good.
All right. Wendell, I want to thank you for being on the show, and you've done so much for South Lafourche. Is there a website, or if someone wants to know more?
Well, we have the acronym for South Lafourche Levee District, SLLD.org. And we have a number of videos, papers written about South Louisiana. In fact, one of the colonels for the Corps of Engineers, you know, come in for 3 years and they leave. One of them told me he read the website. I said, well, why do you read the website? He says, but it was a good summary of getting up to date on how things are and the risks that we have in South Louisiana.
Well, I love the display that's put up down at the library. I mean, to me, as I spent a lot of time, you got costumes, you got heritage, and you also got the whole history of that hurricane of 1893.
No, no, absolutely. And then we have the 5 books. We collected those photographs. People gave us the photographs. We took a picture of the photographs. We made 8x10s. Had 800 for the centennial, but we kept receiving those photographs. And Mr. Bob Looper put together those photographs, and we have 5 books. And we actually sold out. We've sold more than 3,000 copies of those picture books. And people are looking at pictures and seeing a relative and never seeing them at that stage in their life, and it was like they come alive for a second. It's been a great event. It's been a great event.
It really does come alive there. But what was the number? How many casualties from that storm?
Well, that storm at Chinacamanada killed half the population of 1,700. We lost over 2,000 people for that storm. Still the greatest loss of life from a hurricane was the 1893 storm. No warning. I mean, you had, in my grandpa talking about is that they noticed the tide was like 6 to 7 feet further up the beach than normal as nightfall fell on October 1st. And by midnight, the full force of the storm was hitting those people.
Well, we had so much history from there, and the Sicilians had just had the massacre in New Orleans, and in Mother Cabrini, yellow fever, like you said. They go down to Grand Isle, and they get the hurricane. It was definitely a very tough decade, and people like yourself are descendants of these people that had so much to get, they've gone through.
We think there's probably 60,000 people spread along South Louisiana from Lake Charles to New Orleans that have ancestors tied to survivors of that storm.
What a great heritage. I mean, and you guys are so driven and passionate about their culture, the South Lafourche culture, the bayou. I mean, and I love the phrase "down the bayou" really means you guys.
Oh, yeah, well, again, it's a different place. I had a guy in Galliana moved to Lockport, 11 miles of the bayou. I saw him a few years later. I said, how you doing up there? He says, the people are nice. It is different. And it is.
Well, listen, one of the things you always got to do if you come down to Louisiana is go down the bayou. It is one of the best experiences.
You go down the bayou and you end up at Grand Isle. What more you want in life? You know, and look, you have the same story for fishing. Come down Blackman Parish. What you got? It's unbelievable. Look, Sportsman's Paradise. We're not the best place if you want to go shopping at malls, all right? But if you want to fish, there's very few places in the world that do as well as we can do in
But
South
the
Louisiana.
beautiful thing is you can go down the bayou and go all the way down to the end, stop along the way, get to Grand Isle, see Jean Lafitte's old digs.
Yep.
And there's a beautiful park there with a pier out into the Gulf. It's a fabulous place.
You even have the old Ridge on Grand Isle, survived all these storms, and you still have some houses that predate the 1893 storm. It's amazing.
It is amazing. Well, again, I want to thank you for being on the show.
Real pleasure. Thank you.
And stay tuned. We'll be right back with more of Celebrating Culture. All right, we're good.
If the
Thank
storm
you.
hadn't hit me, I could have done my research again. There's a bunch of stuff I don't remember from
I think we
from
got
19.
Well, we